G'day folks, it's Mish here, and on this super windy day I'm going to hit up a showground, see if we can find any spendies, maybe a couple of other surprises. Who knows what we'll get out of the ground today, so without any further ado, let's grab the gear and let's go hunting. Well folks, apologies in advance for any wind. It is a bit of a breezy day. This is my first land dig with the Legend on YouTube. Now, I will preface this by saying this is not the machine I would typically take out for a land dig. I'm quite fond of my XP Deus 2. I find it comfortable for long swings. However, I really did need to test the Legend out in all conditions. So this will be my beach machine primarily, but we've got to see how it fares on land as well. Now I'm going to do what we call the $3.85 test here. So I've got all of our commonly used Australian coins, or all the ones that are in current circulation. I'm going to see what they sound like. So maybe let's start with the smallest, we'll work our way up. Got a 5-cent piece. Now I am running the latest update on the Legend, which is 1.10, the beta version 2, which has only just come out. Apparently the tones may have changed for the lower conductive targets, so yes, that has changed a little bit, I think. So that's between a 19 and 20 for the 5-cent piece. I think it was a 17 prior to the update. We'll now go with the 10-cent piece. 26 is kind of where that wants to live. Can't remember what it was pre-update. 20-cent piece. That's a pretty consistent 32. 50 cents. 34, 35. And now up to the ones that we really care about. We'll go the dollar coin first. Pretty clean 42. There might be something else in the vicinity. And a $2 coin. Oh, that breeze is getting up. That's a 41. Okay, so 41 and 42 are where it's at for the goldies. Now we've got an idea of what the rest ring up. Let's see if we can find some in the wild. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've been here for an undisclosed amount of time and it has been tough going. But I've got my first coin. My first coin is a 50-cent piece. Now, I have decided I'm going to be a little bit more fussy today, just due to the sheer amount of trash in this area. It's going to be a bit hard to avoid some of the cleaner shaped aluminium items. However, what I've done to minimise some of the trash signals is I've notched out a few numbers here. Let me see if I can get you a good look. You might be able to see it now. If I push the horseshoe button a couple of times, you'll notice it cycles through a few modes. So we've got A, which is all metal. We've got, this is a G, believe it or not, but G notching out just the lowest couple of notches to filter out any ground noise. F is your typical ferrous discrimination, so numbers 1 through 11 are notched out. And then the last one is C, which is your own custom program. So what I've done to change the notches on this, I've held down the horseshoe button. It's brought up this menu. Now I can use the left and right buttons to go to the target I want to turn on or off. Let's just say I want to turn 31 back on. It's currently off. I would then hit the tick cross button down the bottom, which is also your pinpoint button. That's turn number 31 on. So if I scan over a target that would give me an idea of 31, I will now hear it, as opposed to if I push it again, turn it off, I will no longer hear that signal if I pass over it. My detector will know it's there, it just won't tell me about it. So I can use the settings button to hop, the horseshoe button again to hop back out, although it's done it automatically for me. And that's just reducing some of the chatter. Now I've set it to show me 32 and above. So the idea is here, if it's 20 cent or larger, I will know about it. So I won't be able to get the 10 cents, the 5 cents, but also I won't get some of the smaller bits of foil and can slaw and the like. We'll just see how it goes. Let's keep trucking on. Well, I've finally found an area that's not completely full of can slaw. My signal started getting quiet, so maybe I'll be able to open it up again in this spot. Won't show you too much, I'm playing close to home. But plenty of trees, probably a good spot for people to sit and get some shade. Now this was a 32 signal, and we've got ourselves a 20-cent piece that's met the mower at least once. Potentially still spendable, I don't know. If you were a cashier, would you accept that coin? We'll take it. Well, let's have a guessing game on this one, guys. Is this going to be a bottle cap or a goldie? I've got a signal pretty much right under my coil here, and it seems small. $42, maybe 43. Let's have a look. Well, the pinpointer's positively screaming on this one. So whatever it is, I should be able to just pop it like so. If the grass will let me. Whoop, what? It's neither of the two things we were guessing. That, my friends, is our first key of the day. As to what it unlocks, we may never know. We'll take it. So you may have noticed in my last clip that I've actually changed my notching. I've gone back to the F mode, which is just masking out ferrous targets between 1 and 11, just because this area is relatively clean and I'm not getting the can slaw that I was in the original spot. Now this was a 17 to 19, and it just sounded too good not to dig. Now, it looks to be a makeshift washer that's been potentially made out of a key or something. Not entirely sure. Gave a beautiful signal though. Well, I stood up, scanned it again, got an 18, found a second one. Maybe it isn't fashioned out of a key, it's just a really rough design. It's got extra little knobbly bits on one side here. I wouldn't have the slightest clue as to what that was used in. Another signal here that sounds coin size. It is a lovely clean 32. Surely that's going to be a 20-cent piece. We are learning, of course, it could be a pull tab. Now, unfortunately not a 20-cent piece on this occasion. It is a pull tab. These give a remarkably clean signal. That's okay. There'll be more 20 cents in our future. I know it. 32 signal. Pull tab or nope, definitely a coin. Alright, another 20-cent piece. Ooh, limited edition version. What have we got? That is the Australian Taxation Office Centenary 2011. Woohoo! Don't really know why the Taxation Office ended up with their own design of coin. Surely they take enough of our coins. However, it is collectible and it will go in the collection. Oh goodness, at least we're getting coins now. I know I didn't show you too much of the trash today, but I think I was just getting a little bit too frustrated, but certainly plenty of pull tabs, bottle caps. The problem with 20-cent pieces in particular is that some of the pull tabs ring up exactly the same, so you'll get a nice clean 32 signal, and it could be either of the things, but that won't stop us from checking, will it? Ooh, this sounds shallow. We've got a double beat going on. I hope you can hear it in my headset. It is extremely windy, so apologies if you can't. That to me sounds good. Ooh, right there too. Let's have a look. And, oh, yep, there it is. Barely subsurface. Another 20-cent piece. Maybe we'll just get a collection of these today. I'm not finding goldies, which makes me wonder if someone's been through and just been specific to getting those signals. Could be wrong, of course. Happy to be proven wrong. But we'll keep trekking. Ladies and gentlemen, she's done it. She's finally gone and done it. Oh, it's a bit janky now, but it was a 43 signal. Ironically near the same plug that we found some targets before. And I'll tell you now it's janky because I've put it up on its side. However, got a $1 coin on the board. Finally establishing our way towards coffee money. I think we're on like $1.60 or $1.80 at this point. Nice clean 42 when it's laying flat on the ground. As you can see, when it was up on its side, it was a little bit shaky. Excellent. Who loves a good surface find? I know I do. Looks like we've got another carabiner for the collection. Does it work? Oh yeah, I can kind of see why it may have been left here. That one's a bit broken. Still, better in the bin. So I'm slightly changing my location now. I'm away from the trees and I'm in an area that is typically more frequented during the showgrounds. Apparently some people have had a little bit more fun here, but we won't go into that. Family friendly channel and all. Oh goodness, more surface finds. We've got half an earth dart. Well, someone was having some fun here. But will there be any coins? Or rings? Or other treasures? Well, the surface finds are getting a bit more suspicious as I go, because now we've found the potential murder weapon. Okay. Cutlery knife is not what I expected. Maybe a disposable knife, being a showgrounds. Not really sure how that got there, and I don't want to question why. So, fun story, guys. There was an event here quite recently at the showgrounds, as in the last of the people from the event are packing up now. And I had one guy go past me, tell me, "Don't worry, love, we've found all the coins already." I just love it when people say that to me, because I've just walked another 6 feet. I don't even need to detect that one, do I? Found all the coins, huh? Rightio then. Cool story. Oh yes, those folks definitely got all the coins. Absolutely all of them. Even this surface coin, which is a 1 cent. Yep. Hot tip, if someone comes up to you and says that they've done the area and you won't find anything, use that to spur yourself on to find something. Now look, I'll admit I'm not finding too many recent drops. I'm certainly not finding surface finds apart from those last couple of coins. So the people at the showground here, I'd say they would carry metal detectors with them and they would go over the area. It would kind of make sense to me. The hobby would go hand in hand with being situated at such venues for a couple of days. Button, anyway. But yeah, if anyone ever tells me I can't find anything in a spot, you can rest assured I'm going to try and find something in that spot. Well folks, hopefully we're saving the best patch till last. I knew when I started this place, knowing that it was a tough dig, I started in what was the hardest part, so the junkiest part. I knew I'd get frustrated with that quickly, so I figured I'd rather start on it than end on it, otherwise I wouldn't touch it at all. So then we moved to an area with trees. We found a couple of small coins, nothing major. Then we got told we weren't going to find anything, and well, that's just reignited the flame, hasn't it? So I've moved to my final section for the day. Now, as you can see, this is a massive, wide open area. So while there's been nothing here in the last few days, typically speaking, if there's bigger shows at these showgrounds, there might be some stalls here and places where people can spend money, more to the point. It's actually surprisingly easy to dig. And our first target in that section, bringing in a crisp and clear 41 on the Legend, was $2. Awesome. Well, that spurred me on a little bit. We must be close to coffee money. I haven't been keeping tally, but we're at least $3.50 on the board. Yeah, we got a few coins in there. We'd definitely be over coffee money at this point, so that's awesome. Alright, I am reinvigorated. Let's find a couple more spendies. We're going on a goldie hunt. Dun, 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 dun. A screaming 42 with a bit of depth. Heck yeah. Should have started here. Should have. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Can always come back tomorrow. You know how it is, guys. Now, while this one sounds like the canslaughter I was getting at the start of today's hunt, it's in the patch that I haven't been finding rubbish, so we might investigate this one. 45, 46. Wouldn't be digging this in the first location, most likely. But I might just dig it here. So I have this new camera mount, which is great. Instead of the chest mount GoPro strap thing that I was wearing, I'm now wearing a thing that's a bit more like a necklace. Very, very comfortable when I'm walking around with you guys. But I think this leaning over digging plugs, you might be bouncing around a little. Let me know if it's okay for you. But, whoop, there's our target. What is that? Oh, it's a teeny tiny padlock. Broken. I haven't had one that small. Generally I find the stonking great big padlocks. Oh, that's cute. I wonder how old it is. It was down a little ways. Nice. Will this be padlock number 2? It's too high for a modern coin anyway. 46, 47, pretty clean signal. And again, I don't think it's going to be canslaughter. It just doesn't sound the way I'd expect it to. Could it be an older coin? Fingers crossed. Okay, we're out of the hole. It's very much looking like a coin, but I'm just going to check the signal again now that it's out. Oh, an extremely loud 46, so that's consistent with what it was when it was buried. Several inches down. I really don't know what this thing is. Let's have a look and find out together. It almost looks like it's got the tinge of silver and some goof has scratched the front of it. Oh, why would you scratch one of these, Mish? Well, this is what this is not what I came for, but this is certainly what I want to take home. It's better than what I thought I'd get today. Ladies and gents, we've got ourselves a silver florin. This is a 1954, 50% silver. Oh, wish I hadn't scuffed it, but I actually think that scuff's not permanent. I think that's just in the dirt and not the coin itself. Ah, what a ripper. See, and I was told I wasn't going to find anything today. Does that look like nothing to you? Anyway, I will let that resentment go now. I feel like I've earned my keep. Wow. Wonder if there's any more silver around here. At least we know what to listen for now. Okay, at a guess, florin. I can't even see my dig hole. That's not a bad thing, but I think the florin was kind of just around here, not far from where I'm standing. And this won't be the same target because it's a couple notches lower, but I'm getting a nice clean 44, 45. Okay, maybe it could be the same target. It's not too far off. Fingers crossed for maybe a shilling or maybe a penny or something. Again, I don't really know what to expect. Well, I'm going to try and live dig this. Certainly after what we just got, it'd be kind of nice to get another silver or a pre-decimal on camera. Hopefully I've dug deep enough here. It's getting a little too overeager. It's actually up here. And what are you? Are you just a 1 cent piece? Or are you teeny tiny silver? Nope, you're a 1 cent piece. Babo. Still a coin, still taking it. Hey Andrew, Coffee Bush Kid. If you're watching, it finally happened. I found a token. See? It even says it right there on the pull tab. Token LP. Now I have no idea what that's referring to or what drink that was from, but it's a token nonetheless, right? Maybe not. Well, here's a possibly deep signal that's jumpy, that won't give me a depth range because it's obviously a whisper signal. And on the equinox, I would think that would be a penny. 37, 43, 47, kind of a bit of everything. Very, very iffy signal, but I really want to check this out. And we're back. It turns out that that iffy signal is nothing at all like what I expected. It's this thing here. And as far as I can tell, yep, it is a set of sleeper earrings, potentially silver going by that luster. I might have to clean them up and see if there's any sort of marking on them. I don't think I've ever dug a pair of earrings joined together like that. That was certainly different. As I say, iffy signals, I don't mind checking them out if I'm in a relatively clean area that isn't full of can slaw and bottle caps and, well, there's a couple of pull tabs, so I can't say it's devoid of those, but yeah, pays to sort of dig these questionable ones every so often. That's interesting. Well, we're heading towards the car, but we're finding a couple more things as we go. 43 for this one. It'll be $1 coin. It was really deep down. I don't think that's $1 coin, you know. That is thinner. I would say much older. Yes, we have young Queen Elizabeth on the obverse. And we've got our second silver for the day, folks. Now this is the first one of these that I have dug with the legend. This is a Ram's Head shilling, 1953. These coins come up beautifully with a clean. Got a lot of deep detail to them, so they tend to preserve really well. Nice, I'll give you a cleaned up shot of that one as well. 2 silvers on the board, woohoo! Look, just to keep things real, yes, I'm pulling out silvers here and there, but I'm pulling these guys out too. That was a 32. Could have been a 20 cent. Could have been a ring. It was a pull tab. Still got to dig them. But that said, that might be one of our last digs. Yeah, almost at the car. Not going to complain with how today turned out. Bit of a slow start, but we got there. Well, folks, a bit of a cool perspective shot for your outro. How cool are those clouds above my head right now? What started off really slowly and trashily ended up being not too bad of a hunt. I am always happy when a florin comes out of the ground, even happier when a second silver follows it up. So, I guess the moral of this story is if someone tells you there's nothing left to find, just keep going. You never know what's still in the ground. All right, guys? If you enjoyed this adventure, please don't forget the like button. But in the meantime, take care, stay safe, and I will catch you on my next adventure. Cheers.
Anyway, I haven't had much time late to go out there. I still didn't want to give it away, but I've even got a gold pan. I was talking to people who go out, they said they had more luck with a gold pan.
Yep.
Going creeks than, you know, the edge of a river than the river thing. Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
No worries. Have a good day.